The Chariot, the soul extended in action. The soul is a chariot drawn by horses and driven by a charioteer. Those that know the nature of the soul know that it is not a still, silent creature, but rather a whirling force of fire, extending outwards in action, carried forth into the world by intention, the body, speech, and reason. The soul is like the questing hero, searching the wide world for challenge, questions, and answers. I am your soul, brave quester. I am the force of your soul, your faculty of reason and control. All of these things must be yoked to the urges of the soul so that victory can be attained. There is a long path stretching before you, and without these allies to pull you onwards, you would fail. You will not give up, because you cannot. The quest is there, and though you close your eyes and turn away, the chariot of your soul will still be drawn forwards. But the reins will be held too loosely in your hands, and the momentum of your unruly seeds will drag you in ignorance to catastrophe. Dare to take the reins of your soul. Have the courage and the strength of arm to exert your control and your will upon yourself, and ride forth into the world, assured of victory. Hello, Cancer. So that is the meaning of the Chariot. Through the eyes of Kim Huggins and Eric June, but it is the traditional meaning. But I also love, I love the soul they put behind it. So I've been opening everybody's reading with their major arcana, what represents you, which is the Chariot. What a beautiful card to have. And, I'm just sitting here thinking, and I'm just thinking, the Chariot and how loving you are, Cancers are. So the Chariot really needing you to take the reins, I can see that, right? Because, I was going to say you're a lot like Scorpio, but perhaps more like Pisces, where you love to love, right? You love love. So, beautiful. So the themes and the concepts: gaining momentum and speed, swift, assured victory, facing a situation head-on, progress, movement of all kinds, exerting control, prolonged burst of activity, intention carried forward as action, controlling the lower self, the quest and journey, and moving towards a clear goal. Beautiful. So, bring that down a little bit. Welcome to your reading. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, it's really for anyone, to be honest, but it is, it's Cancer energy, and any other messages, of course, for those intuitively guided. That's why I say it's really for anyone and everyone, but it's based, much of it's based around a Cancer, or needing Cancer's energy, that type of thing. Please excuse the noise. I have to keep my window open, and it is a busy time. Dang it. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's see what's going on for June 2018. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All those are intuitively guided. What's going on for June? What do we need to know? ask for a peek behind the veil, along with guidance. I apologize for the silence. It's very strange. I feel like I was, well, I feel like a few of you feel like you just came from what felt like a complete illusion. That's what I felt like. I felt like I was just somewhere else. And foreign with no understanding of what I was doing there. You know, I know for those who are there, you'll know what I'm saying. For the rest, I'm sure you think I'm crazy. What do I mean by that? I mean that I don't mean it like you were physically somewhere, you're looking around like, what the hell am I doing here? That could be for some of you, right on that level. But I'm feeling like, you know, maybe you even said it to yourself, like, I feel like I've been living in a complete illusion. Okay, I don't know. Alright, so I felt these two cards, so we're going to go ahead and take them. Oh, beautiful. The first card is the Wheel. You know, the wheel is always turning. Time is always moving. You know, sometimes we take too long to make decisions, to move forward, to move out of. Because I feel like this wheel here is saying that this wheel we have complete control of. This is not about waiting for the universe. This is not a wheel of luck. This is like a wheel of effort. So you can move this wheel. And maybe you're just realizing that. Maybe that was part of the illusion. You know, almost like the energy of thinking that I have to wait for the universe to direct me. And the universe saying, no, it's your free will, it's your desires. You know, pay attention to the desires within yourself and follow that. And this is how you turn your wheel. Judgment. This is about a rebirth. Jeez, you know, I don't know what's going on here, Cancer, but I feel like you are, you know, someone told me that my moon is in Cancer, so I claim Gemini and Cancer. But this is a rebirth. This is another chance to get it right. You know, don't jump to the conclusion that this is another chance to get it right with an ex. Not sure why I said that. You know, I feel like, well, you know, I'm hearing that we know best. We know best. We know best. And I feel like, I don't know, I keep saying I feel like I know that, you know, it's like your soul family. You know, those who've gone before you who have agreed to take a role to look over you, watch over you, help direct you. So, and the reason why I'm saying that is because, and they said don't jump to the conclusion that it's about our relationship, person, you know, that we loved. Now, it could be, I don't know. Then hearing we know best. So it's something that, you know, and it's looking right back at the wheel. You know, that trumpet is looking right back. But it's like he is almost spying, checking in. You know, it's like Archangel Michael just checking in, seeing how things are going. For some, it may be a call to action. Noticing a lot of, not a lot, but dark blue. And then a lighter blue seems to be over that. When I think of a dark blue, I think of time spent in reflection, trying to understand things from a spiritual level. And it just feels like the difference in the colors, you know, the fading from that dark blue now into this light blue, which is actually then going into white. So it's like, it's healing. It's understanding, for sure. For sure. Because it's reminding me of the hermit. But then the hermit coming out and taking off that robe. Okay. Alright, this is going to be a different type of reading, I can already tell. And I had the mood, I don't know, kind of somber. I have the 3 cups. I have the 5 of Pentacles under the wheel. I have the Emperor under Judgment. For some of you, this is certainly, this could certainly be judgment coming down. But if that's the case, you know, it looks like there's celebrations attached to it. You know, you may, it's what kind of feels like you're waiting for, you know, you're waiting for a rolling. And I feel with the 5 of Pentacles here, that's coming. It's coming very soon. And it just feels like, it just feels like it's going to go in your favor. Okay, let's keep going. Um, you know, I could see divorce there. I can see custody. Um, I can see the splitting of materials, but I'm not feeling like the sadness or, so I feel like like this must have been going on for a little while, because now you're at the point where it just seems like everybody wants it to be over with, including you. Okay. So the Three Cups mirroring the wheel. So the wheel is talking about moving, right? Moving upward. And definitely something you're going to be celebrating. And then I'm thinking with Judgment how we know best. We know best. The Emperor right below that, like that is something the Emperor would say, right? But I feel like they're asking me more to take a look at what's going on within this image. And, what I always notice is how the Emperor is holding out, almost offering, the world. What it's based on is his wisdom. This is what the gold is about, like, lifetimes and lifetimes of wisdom, making it to the ruler. But it seemed to be based around faith. I'm not going to say religion, faith. And yeah, this can certainly be Aries for some of you, but I'm definitely feeling like the Emperor is representing something new. Something new, and I feel like what he's saying is keep the faith, keep the faith, keep the faith. Like your world is changing in great ways, but you got to keep the faith. Right now, you might be feeling, kind of left out in the cold, forgotten about. Third wheel, that type of energy. I feel some of you, that's kind of what you're in right now. But listen, you're being told to keep the faith. Keep the faith. This wheel is turning. And, I'm not going to sit there and say that you don't have a part in that, because it's the first thing it's how the reading opened up about your part within this wheel. So you do have to muster up some strength here to keep going. Okay. I feel like that was for all of us. I have the Prince of Cups. I find it funny that, there's places where I'll stop, like I'll start reading the cards before I put all the cards out. And I always find it ironic what card comes next. So, here I have the Emperor saying, really to all of us, you keep the faith that, it's almost like our world lies in our hands. And we got to believe that. And it's almost like the Emperor, because, with the Prince of Cups next. So it's almost like, well, for some, it is your loved ones almost stepping in, like not allowing you to see this yet. Like Like, they don't want you to see this yet because maybe you're not ready for it yet. You know, you may be saying, oh shit, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. But it doesn't mean that you're ready, right? Because that's what I feel like. Okay, had to stop. All right, let's keep going. We have the Prince of Cups. We have the Six of Wands. We have Justice, card of Libra. I find it ironic you have three major arcanas right down the middle. You know, and I do find a lot of times down the middle of a spread is where we find a lot of our answers. So we have Judgment, the Emperor, and Justice right down the middle. Wow. And you have Victory right next to Justice, you know. So, again, you know, if you are in a legal case right now, whether it has to do with family, children, splitting of materials, whatever, you know, whatever it is, it's again showing you as the victor. Okay, I don't know. You know, I hope it's, well, I don't know. Okay, good. I have the Queen of Cups. Wow. I'm saying wow because I could feel already that this is someone accepting the offer. And I have the Eight of Pentacles, and I have the Princess of Swords. Okay, so these came out as two extra cards. I'm going to read them on their own. Sometimes it's the underlying energy, right? So we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is about being willing to put in the work, you know, whatever the work is, whatever we need to do. It's about, you know, it's about putting your best foot forward too, though, no matter what your title is, no matter what job you're doing. You know, it is always about putting your best foot forward. That's how you get ahead in life. You know, like, many of us start at McDonald's, right? It's just the way it is. And, you know, as a teenager, we're like, okay, well, that's cool. It's cool. We have a job, you know, cool. But as you move up in life, you know, something happens. And I know this has happened to me. Because, you know, I don't know why. I'm looking at the Princess of Swords, and I feel like I just need to warn some of you, because I feel like what it's saying. I'm just going to get to the bottom line. Every job you're in that job for a reason. Even if it feels like the stupidest job in the world. And if you accept a job, then you agree to put your best foot forward. And when you do that, no matter what the title, your work will be seen, you will be promoted, you will move up, you will move towards your goals, right? You're not burning any bridges. You're accepting right where you're at, right at this moment. I don't know. I also feel like it's saying there's a few of you who may be thinking of quitting your job prematurely. And, you know, sick of it. I don't need it. But I feel like you do. And you might just go through this you know, granted, you must not be happy at work. I get that. But I feel like what is happening is you can, you know, you make it this urge to just want to stand up and be like, you know what? Fuck you all. I quit. Right? And you quit. I've done that too. Um, But here I feel like you're being told not to do that. Now, it's not about not moving to another job, but that's what you want to do. But I feel like that's the case or that's the problem is, you don't have another job lined up. And you will not be able to use that person on your resume, on your next application. Keep that in mind, okay? It's funny, I managed fitness and fitness centers and spas for many, many years. And when I would hire someone, yes, I was looking for some experience, but I would look for different things. I would look for loyalty. Am I going to train this person and they're just going to get tired of it and want to move on? Um, and I don't know why I'm telling you this other than maybe you've been there for a little bit and, you're not going to be able to use them as a backup, as a reference. So you're going to have a gap. And if you try to use them, it'll be negative. So don't use them if you do that. I don't know. It's a double-edged sword. So it feels like the solution there is stay at the job, put resumes out, for some of you, I feel like, you got to control yourself. Like there's something going on with you where at your work, and I feel like I'm talking to someone who, I don't know, you may be in your 20s, but I feel like I'm just going to say it, because it's how I'm hearing it, that you're taking on an attitude of I'm better than that, I'm better than this, I'm better, but, you know, so be careful of that, okay? You want to lose that attitude. And I'm sorry, like I feel like I'm your mother and I'm scolding you, but it is the truth. You need to, think about that. Think about what in your head is telling you that you're better than someone else. Okay? Because listen, you're both in the same, like you're all in the same job. So right away you're equal. I don't know, and I apologize for the rest, but I feel like this person needs to hear this. And this is not in a mean type of way. This is to awaken you to that energy because it will not serve you. It's going to hurt you. So, it's the universe protecting you against yourself. And there's many times that we need this. It's a little wake up call. Okay, I'm going to move on from that. Because it's one of those messages where I feel like, it's either going to be heard or it's not. But I can't do more than deliver it. Okay. I feel like I need a little light here. I love these cards against the candlelight. They're beautiful. Okay, let's get into this. First thing that's striking my eyes is I have 3 X's, right? Like 3 strikes. And that's weird because then I have the 3 cups. 3. So it's like 3 strikes with the 3 cups. I have a feeling many messages are going to come out to you. I hope you're able to, I hope that I'm clear with the different, when one begins, another ends, but sometimes you just have to follow. Yeah, it's definitely 3 strikes and you're out. And, I don't think you came here today, though, with that question, like, is this person cheating on me? I feel like you know that, right? Because it feels like it's been 3 times. For some of you, this may be an Aries, right? But I also have the Prince of Cups down here. It doesn't have to be either one of them. Because in a way, they really don't seem attached to that. So let's do this. Before we even move on, let's find out. I've been using the Universal Tarot for clarification for a lot of the readings this month. Three strikes and you're out. And I feel like it's already been announced. You know what I mean? Like, whoever is out has been told, and whoever is received the 3 X's has spoken their mind. Alright. Well, look at this 3 of Cups. Tell me about this 3 of Cups with this 3 times, 3 strikes, 3 times. There's a 5 of Wands. So, not the best energy around that, right? For some of you, again, I'm noticing the 5. So, for some of you, it could be going on right now. You may be in the midst of this argument, of this very argument, like, hey, listen, buddy, girly, I don't know, 3 strikes, you're out. And I don't know, it's almost like, I'm sorry to laugh. I don't mean to laugh. The reason why I laugh sometimes, just so you know, is because, like, I can hear their excuses, right? But I've heard a version of that excuse myself and know it not to be true. So it makes me laugh sometimes because it's like I want to say to them if I was in front of them, like, bullshit, you know. But the 4 of Swords. So listen, this may be a situation you were praying over. And I have to throw out there that I hope this is just a feeling and not, well, let me put it this way, I hope it is an illusion and not the truth, but I feel like for a few of you, they may have slept with your sister. Ugh. I saw that sword and I'm thinking, Man, I just like to pick up that sword. Because I know it's tough energy. You know, this may have happened a little while ago because I feel like you've had time to, well, I'm going to ask. You know, this could be the divorce we were talking about. This could be the reason. And I've noticed that there's 3 swords hanging up on the wall. And it like one, and the one across him becomes like his cross to bear. Your cross to bear, right? You know, some things you just can't forget. You can forgive, and they fade, right? The memories fade. You're able to push it back, but some things you just, you know, are lodged in your memory, and that's what I feel like. You know, this person hurt you enough where, you know, you're moving on. You're definitely moving on, but it's like now you have a cross. You know, this is your cross to bear. This may have been a lesson because I'm thinking, why would it be your cross to bear? And I'm thinking that a lesson would feel that way, right? When you're starting to have more understanding, no matter the situation, you know, every once in a while things will seep in where, don't get mad at me, but things will seep in where you start to feel the other side too. Now, I'm not saying that you had any fault in this. You know, but there's something. Because, you know, it's your cross to bear, but I don't feel it is. I feel you think that. And yes, you know, things can be impossible to forget, but again, they fade. And you're in a blanket of orange. So, you know, you're being protected. This is healing over. And I often think of Mother Mary when I think of the 4 swords. You know, watches over children, right? We're all the children. So I feel like there's healing. And it's not your cross to bear. Okay. All right, let's take one more on that. Now, of course, not all of you, your partner slept with your sister, okay? This is probably for very, very few, maybe just one. Okay, I have the 5 of Pentacles, so this ended it. This was the end of the relationship. That was the 3 strikes. Gone. For some of you, it may be you who left. You know, because I'm looking at here. And, you know, feeling injured, right? Could be injured, you know. Feeling left out in the cold, that kind of thing. Feeling down and out. But this is about someone being by your side, whether physically there's someone by your side or not. And she's wrapped in blue. So she's here for you. The energy is available to you. Again, physically, whether this person's physically there or not. And actually, it's like a bluish green. So, and her boots are brown. It feels like help. It feels like, again, whether this person physically is around or this is a spirit guide or your guardian angel. Certainly be a guardian angel. Right, tell me who this is in the 5. Who is that? I have the 5 of Swords. Strange. We're just going from the 4 to the 5 of Swords. Wow. You know, I'm just going to tell you, for a few of you, it's like I see the problem, and it is your father left you. Your father left you when you were a kid, whether it was through divorce. You know, there's abandonment issues. It's clear as day to me. This is not everyone, but for some of you, this is what you need to look at. You know, especially with the 4 of Swords here, this is what you need to look at, because there's healing available. And you may find yourself, you know, at 3 strikes. For some of you, you could look back at your 3, let's say you had 3 major relationships, or 3 people you were really interested in, but it didn't work out. You know, just look over it, and look over it. And it's like you're going to see the answer. 555. You know, that's angel blessings. But I don't know. I think you guys should look that up. 555. It feels like an angel message. So, you know, this person definitely feels like an angel. Probably your guardian angel. And it's almost like, go ahead and just, you know, rest your worries with them. Ask them to relieve some of the worry from your mind. Ask them to bring you calmness and peace. Okay, ask for it, because they're there and you have to ask. Okay, you have to ask. Look at me. All of a sudden, I put my hands in like this prayer pose. And I just feel like they're going to take it from here. Like, you know, we got it from here. Alrighty. Okay. I feel like I need to put another set of cards up there. I have the Empress. And I have the King of Cups. First thing I'm thinking of is 2 headstrong people. And I don't know why, but like just popped in my head was left-minded, left-sided. What do you call that? You know, we use the left side of your brain more than the right. So I believe that's like creativity versus logic. Not versus. I'm noticing this King of Cups has a ship behind him. And we are looking at this wheel again, you know, this whole line again, because I know there's more messages. So here I have this, the Empress, and the King of Cups. And he looks like he's been thinking about something. But he looks like he's getting prepared to take action. I feel like this is someone who thinks deeply about love. This can be you. But I kind of feel like Scorpio. Because I feel like when I say they think deeply about love, I mean they think deeply about love. Like they can, well, I mean, we all can do this. You know, almost get lost in the fantasies of our own mind. Especially with the Empress next to that energy. Now, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Not, you know, I'm saying getting lost, but I mean that you have the capability of just transporting yourself. And I find that as a good quality. Um, I feel like this is someone coming, this is someone being put in place for you, who's always been there, right? This is someone who, it seems like like you're meeting up on your path. It does feel like someone new, and I don't know, again, a three, with the three, you know, and now, you know, I think of the three sisters, right? The three queens, um, all working on your behalf. So, I kind of love this for you, Cancer, because it just kind of feels like the right person for you. And I know you all have different personalities, but what I'm feeling is, I just feel like whoever it's for, this is the right person because, hey, remember, we know best. All right, tell me a little bit more. I feel like there's a garden party. I don't know what that means, but I feel like there's a garden party. Like I'm going to a garden party. And I should go to this garden party. Now, I know what a garden party is, but I feel like this is something different. So I'm feeling like this is something that someone will know what I mean as I'm saying it. But you should go. And here's why, because I feel like there's a person that's going to be there. It's the Six of Cups. I have the Magician. I have the Ten of Swords. I have the Page of Swords. I have the Nine of Pentacles. And I have the Three of Wands. Okay. You know, it's almost like I didn't need all these cards, but I get it. So this is either a past love energy, a past life love energy, a soulmate. Let's just say that. Um, I don't know why, but I feel like the Empress is getting into this King of Cups head in a good way. And through the Empress, it is now giving this King of Cups enough information, right? Because we have to remember this is Taurus, right? But also water. So really all elements, but the information given is exactly what this king or queen needed to hear, needed to feel to get up and go towards someone. Now, I do have to say, it does, for some of you, it does feel like someone from your past. Not this person, not the person that we divorced, right? Or has the 3 strikes. It's not that person. Because I almost feel like you don't even think of this person, but somehow, but they're there. So this could even be like a reunion. It could be held at a garden center. I'm even thinking basketball, right? The garden center. I don't know. Is that basketball? Um, you know, this person has lived a very similar lifestyle to you. And what I mean by that is they can probably match lessons, right? Sword by sword. Not that there's any type of competition, anything like that. I don't mean that. I mean it. It's almost like mirroring energy. But something major happened to you in 2006, and something major happened to them in 2006. And often when I see this in a reading, for one, it could be something tough, like a tower moment. But for the other, it could be like, an Ace of Pentacles, um, an Ace of Cups, right? Like a new love, that type of thing. And I'll tell you why I'm telling you this is because um, it's to give you a deeper look. So, something to look for. But I feel like I got magic here. If you work around flowers, why am I keep saying flowers? Why does it got to be flowers? There's something with flowers with this. Um, but listen, I have 2 independent energies. It doesn't mean there weren't past relationships and all that stuff, but right now I have 2 independent energies. And I feel like this King of Cups, especially with this 3 of Wands down here looking over the 9 of Pentacles, it's almost like this person, um, knows what's been going on with your life. It's weird. Well, I have a lot of swords down here, so it could be You know, I got to start remembering that, like Facebook, Twitter, there's so many things online. So I feel like they kind of know what's been going on in your life, not in a stalker way, nothing like that. They may occasionally like see your news feed or something like that. Definitely communication. But I do feel like this person, um, it's weird because I feel like you are going to this place, right? Unbeknownst to you, that there's going to be someone from your past there. Again, I don't really feel, is it a prior relationship? Well, I don't feel like that. And if it was, I don't know why you broke up, because what I'm feeling is more, this is like attracting like. This is a time in your life when, you're showing up in your life. You're going by, going by just doing your own thing. I feel like this person did try to contact you though. And you may have missed it. Why? Okay, so it may just have been like a comment. Feels like we're going pretty deep in this. But it feels like, it may be like a comment that they left on your page, under a picture of yours, under an adventure that you were on. And listen, it can be the other way around. I know that. So just remember that. If you're like, whoa, that sounds like me, well, then it is you. This is just your version of it, right? We're showing that version. I don't know how many it's for, but, there's somehow flowers attached to this. Excuse me, I'm moving all around, sorry. Hmm. It can be someone's funeral, um, someone's wake, celebration over their life. There'd be a lot of flowers with that. It just feels like different things. For some of you, I feel like it's a high school reunion. You go into like high school reunion, and you're reconnecting with someone. So a lot of different ways. But it's ironic how I feel like none of you were really in a romantic relationship with this person. All right. I actually want to ask that question. Was there romance here? First thing I want to say is there certainly could have been flirting. Especially the ones who went to school together, could have been flirting. You don't necessarily have been going to school together either. It could even be like the same town. Okay. All right. So what do I want to know? I want to know if there was previous romance, or if this is more of an innocent. Oh, well. I mean, I don't know. I think my spirit guides answered my questions. The question was, is this a previous relationship? For some of you, is this person someone from your past? Three of Swords there, how can I deny it? How can I deny it, right? And the Chariot, there's your card. So, it feels like definitely Cancer, moving away from that, right? Cancer, you may have caused this heartache. And listen, this doesn't have to be extreme heartbreak. This can be you moving out of town and it breaking their heart, right? You going to college and them staying in their hometown, or vice versa. It feels like you're the one who's moving away. So this doesn't have to be an extreme type of relationship. Again, okay, well then that doesn't really answer my question. Well, it can be all elements of it. Meaning, like, the heartache for this person was not the same heartache you had. And for some of you, you may not even know. You may not even know. So, okay, I can see how the different elements are playing out here. Like, there is no real clear answer because there's different elements of it. But this is someone who, I kind of like this, right? Because, I don't like that they were in heartache. And again, it's not extreme. I don't think they, like, stop living their life. But, I don't think they ever stop thinking about you, for sure. That's the one thing that I'm being made to feel with this king, is that he is thinking, that he is a thinker about love. Probably very romantic. Probably a poet, doesn't know it. Like, I feel like this person, male or female, by the way, it's like the energy of, they certainly don't have to be, but like a singer-songwriter, just mellow. I don't know. Mellow and expressive, though. I feel like they express. Okay, well, I feel like I'm going into a lot about them. And for some of you, them is you. Is who I'm talking to. You could be this person. So, I like this, to be honest with you. I like this a lot. And I forgot, we're clarifying what? The top line. It's like, I got so into this. And what do we have? The wheel. What did judgment say? We know best. We know best. Celebrations. Some of you, it is celebrating over this eventually, but it is the going to something. And I know some of you are going to be like, well, I don't have a garden party. I don't have one either. And I don't think we're supposed to get fixated on the garden party. But flowers is something. There's a clue within that, flowers. And for some of you, it's a garden party. It's like, I want more information for you. I see June, I see July. And I do have to say, like, over here, I do see, well, let's go back to the spread. We have the Prince of Cups. And I felt like the Queen of Cups was saying yes to whatever this offer was before I even had a chance to look at it. Well, this is kind of it, right? Knowing them, a lot of times I feel like when a prince shows up for me, if it's talking about prior energy, it's just talking about them when they were younger. But here he's showing up as a king. What was a prince? Now a king. Okay, I think I'm going to have to let that go. I don't want to let it go, but we'll be here all day. I have a feeling more will come out about that, though. What the heck? All right. Let's get into... Let's look at the second line. With the Five of Pentacles and the Emperor. And I have the Prince of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. And boy, that baby wanted to jump out. Wants to be known. You know, it wants to be known. This is abundance. And how ironic is coming over the Five of Pentacles. You know, that feeling of not feeling whole. Well, here I am. So I went back. I went from the 5 back to the 10 again. Fulfillment. Abundance. You know, it can certainly also be, for some of you, inheritance, family money. You can definitely see that for some of you. Excuse me. My card slipped by me. Actually, it's 2 cards. We have the Moon, and we have the 10 of Cups. Look at this. Okay. Man, what seemed to be bleak, it's really turning. It's quite turning. Oh, and I have this card here, too. Look at that. I have the 4 of Cups. It's so ironic I just said that. What seems to be bleak, what I thought was bleak, 4 of Cups, discontentment, turns out to be what feels like quite the miracle, quite the blessing. You know, you have the card, you have the Moon in between the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. You know, some of you, this could certainly be a decision over a direction that you want to take. You know, because that's what it feels like. Do I want to move towards love, or do I want to move towards my career? And for some of you, this could be whether you're going to continue with the family business. Oh, that might be what this person who's like, eh. You know, this could be you. Or do you continue with, you know, do you continue working? But I can see, you know, it's like you're bored there, right? But it does feel like a path. And definitely not all is revealed here. Okay. Now, I have the Prince of Cups over here. So this 10 of Cups to me feels like, you know, I'm making a decision whether I want to go that direction in my life. And, you know, I have all water on this side. So it makes sense that the 10 of Cups have come out representing that side. And on this side, I have mainly Earth, and then we have the 10 of Cups. So discontentment in my life is sometimes like you're being offered 2 different directions. But then I have the World with the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, not the World, I'm sorry, the Wheel. With the Queen of Pentacles. Wow. So I feel like, you know, I kind of feel like this is you making a decision for some of you of whether you want to be with this Queen of Pentacles. I'm not sure what side she represents to you, though. Your stability or love, or maybe both. You know, for some of you, maybe this is, you're looking for that, right? You're looking for this Queen of Pentacles. It's funny because, again, I'm seeing this X, and it's almost like this Queen of Pentacles has had one X. I don't know why we're counting. All right, I need to get deeper here. I don't know why I can't grab what's going on here. I mean, I do. All right, I want a card right on Ten of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands. And I want to grab a card on the Ten of Cups. At the Lovers. Okay, I get it. I get it. So, the Wands is representing probably a fire sign. It just feels like we have two different people here. And the Lovers came out with the Queen of Pentacles. Again, male or female. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Or Earth. Pretty prevalent in their chart. You know, it could be Sun, Moon, Rising. But could also be, definitely check their moon, too. Oh, I just got lost there for a second. So I feel like, you know, here I have this Queen of Pentacles on the Ten of Cups side. I have this Queen of Wands on the Ten of Pentacles side. And I'm down here, you, okay? I'm representing you. I'm down here, somewhat in an illusion of what to do. I'm not satisfied with where I am, what I'm doing, who I'm with, if I'm with any, you know, don't even have to, I don't feel like you're with anyone. But you're unhappy about your own life. And listen, the moon can certainly be here to give you clarity because, you know, I have this wheel kind of just sitting here. Well, it did come out with the Queen of Pentacles, right? But nonetheless, it's like, you know, I feel like the moon must be helping you here, must be illuminating to you. Listen, and this could certainly be, this Queen of Wands for you could represent a career path, right? And this Queen of Wands could be someone who is offering you know, what could be, feels like security. You know, okay, this is what I'm feeling. I have one side over here that feels grounded, stable. I'm pretty sure that, you know, my finances, my life will be, you know, I'll have abundance in my life. And I'll be happy. But then I have this path over here where I feel chaotic. I feel out of control. I feel giddy. I feel love. But I don't have a lot of stability on this side. So in my logical mind, it makes sense that I would go this direction because this is where it feels my stability lies. But yet your discontentment is because a lack of cups. So you're being pulled this direction. You know, this can be destiny, especially with the lovers here. I mean, I have Earth and I have Gemini. And I also have Aries, Leo, Sag over here. But I kind of don't want you to get lost in that. Because I feel like this is a decision between what feels oh so good. And they both feel good. But I don't know, maybe I'm not supposed to make your decision. Yet the lovers came out over the Queen of Pentacles. And let me tell you something. You know, I'm going down this road of not knowing. I want to go this direction, but it doesn't feel stable. Yet the Queen of Pentacles is representing, so to speak, that side. And she is a sign of stability. But she's following that Ten of Cups. So maybe you just don't, you know, you're in that up in the air, how do I say it? Like, you know, you're just not seeing everything yet. And maybe you're not meant to see it yet, right? It hasn't played itself out. But again, it's showing what, you know, this is what you really want, but you're afraid there's no stability. Yet it's showing me that there is, or it will come. But listen, I got the lovers on top of that with the Ten of Cups. So this at least is a soulmate, no doubt. And there's neither is right or wrong. It's like up to you. And, you know, I'm remembering that in the beginning, not in the beginning, but when I pulled these out, I felt like this Queen of Pentacles already had an ex, you know, against her. So for some of you, this could be someone. Yeah, this could be the ex. You know, I'm saying the ex. I don't know why. I don't feel like I want to say the ex, even though you're not together and they are your ex. But it's like I don't want to say that word. I don't know, guys. I feel like stability is on both. It's just when I get there. But I also feel like the Queen of Pentacles coming in between the lovers and the Ten of Cups is about you also being stable within this, you know, within this. If you decide to go this direction, stay stable with it. Like it's like about you taking on the elements of the Queen of Pentacles yourself, right? And it's Earth, so you want to think about being grounded, right? Especially if you're Cancer and this is happening too, because you know, it's good for you to have that balance. And it's good for them to have your elements, by the way. Okay, I'm going to move on. My God, this is going to be like a 5-hour reading. I don't know how I could have walked away from that. Okay, so, so we know what the Prince is here for. I want to look at just the Prince and the Queen of Cups. Prince and Queen of Cups. I want to know any more about that. Celebration's over. Prince and Queen. Temperance. Balance. Fire and water. Divine timing. The right timing. Family saying, we told you we knew best. This feels like equilibrium. This isn't about right or wrong. Some of you maybe needed to know that. So we don't want to be in the element of you're right, I was wrong, I'm wrong, you're right, unless it's coming in the form of an apology. I feel like if it's coming in the form of apology and you don't know what to do, you won't know how to handle that. For some of you, and this message is meant for you, you're supposed to ask yourself, what would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Right? Think of his life. And think if he never forgave. So, and I don't mean this in a holy way. Not that Jesus isn't holy, but what I'm saying is this is about, for some of you, you need to hear those words. For others, what would my mother do? What would my best friend do? Almost like removing yourself from the equation. I don't know why, but I just feel like this is about taking the higher road, being the higher self. And if the apology comes in, accepting it. Again, you're not accepting what they did, the action, but you've forgiven the person, the soul. Doesn't mean you have to take anyone back. For some of you, you owe this apology. And I feel like you know it. I feel like it's burning inside of you. And it may be fear. It's like something stopping you. It's your ego. It's your ego. What would Jesus do? One foot in the water, 1 foot on the land. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot in the land. I have the King of Swords. I kind of feel like Temperance was her own message. We'll see. I have the Death card of Scorpio. And I have the Three of Pentacles. Threes and fives seem to be big in your reading. Threes and fives. Okay. Well, this is what I feel. I feel like someone is just coming to the awakening that life doesn't last forever. And it's funny, in the beginning, I don't know if I said it to you or not, but I was hearing TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. And, I know this energy, so I'm going to explain it to you. Because this is the energy um, I had when I lost my son. After the extreme grieving, and some clarity would start to set in. I started seeking. But what I've come to realize you know, is I no longer live in fear. And not only that, but, I'm not afraid to say I'm sorry, even if it makes me look like a fool. Okay. And I learned this from Steve. There's nothing too big or too small that should keep me from living from my higher self. It doesn't matter. I just feel like someone is just coming to a lot of realizations in their life. But they're coming to this realization that, almost like they've been holding themselves back. I don't know if this is for you or for them or for both or for all of us, but it feels like been holding themselves back, right? And some just like, I feel the energy of, I'm just going to do it alone. I'm going to do it alone, which is fine. Always been your choice. But now you come to the realization of, the things, the your parts in things, the clarity over it, and it's just like you want to clear that karmic energy from your body. You want to fill it with light, and it's like you want this darkness out of you. And again, it's them, you, or all of us. I know I feel like that. I don't want to carry the heaviness around with me. And the only way not to do that is to release it. Have to release it. Okay, I mean, I just feel like saying thank you. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get into the Six of Wands, the Justice. Six of Wands, Justice, and the Queen of Cups. By the way, this equals 33. 33. 3 and 3 is 6. About times getting better, life looking better. things moving, like life moving up. Think of like the Six of Swords. We have a 9 here. This is the energy of moving on, right? Part of a journey is now coming to an end, and it's ending within the Emperor energy. This may have ended. This could be talking about ending something, ending around the Aries, Aries time. So, late March into early April. And I feel like, for those who are in a court system, I feel like everything is settled down. Like, so you've already received the judgment you receive. Like, everything is back to normal, I feel, by September. And I mean, like, life is back to normal. There are a lot of emotions flowing within this Prince of Cups. I can't help but look at him. It can certainly represent you, but this is emotions. Like, I feel like someone, I think whoever is going to apologize, they're very, very emotional. I feel like they come speaking, they're going to be speaking their truth. Again, it is up to you. I don't know if this is like asking for a reconnection. For some of you, I don't know how it couldn't be. But nonetheless, this apology seems important. I have the Star. Did show up in reverse though, but I have to tell you why I think it's reverse. Because I have the Six of Wands down here. This is the card of victory. But with this victory, because I got to remember that I came from the Five of Wands. So this is energy that I was mirroring. This is competitive energy, right? I didn't get to this 6 easily. This was not an easy victory. And sometimes it's an ego-based victory. And I feel like that's why the Star is showing up in reverse. To say that. This is more, if you feel victorious over someone, think about that energy, okay? And I feel like that's just a quick message, but I feel like what it's saying is, that's going to get you nowhere, get you nothing. We got to let our ego out of here. I can feel it. Like, the ego is a big problem in this reading. On everyone's side, right? But nonetheless, just look at that, okay? But the Star is supposed to be upright, so let's see what else is coming out with that. Let's look at this. So we have these beautiful waterfalls, right? But that is a force of water. That is a wall of water, right? But look at the Star. And it's almost like you manifesting someone. And you want them to come to you with their emotions raw, with their emotions front and center. You're pouring this water down on them. You're creating, right? You're creating, you're co-creating. What you're doing is you're sending them strength. Yeah, it's kind of like whether you know it or not. For some of you, this must be like a twin flame. Just, she didn't even come out on the Prince of Cups, but I know that they're attached. Okay. I have the Prince of Pentacles and I have the Sun. Beautiful. Look at that. Two major arcanas around this Prince of Pentacles. Prince of Pentacles. So it feels like this is what we need to look at. Prince of Pentacles, first of all, is about seeking knowledge. You know, continuing to seek knowledge. You know, I often think of it as planning. You know, I am in preparation. I'm moving towards. This is something that's coming towards you, though, right? And it's you. You know, it's like, again, here he is holding that pentacle. You know, exactly what you've been putting in your pond. There it is. It's the sun. Card of Leo. Card feeling fantastic. A lot of energy. Playful. Joyful. Happy. Abundant. This is rebirth. It's a new way of being, a new way of acting, a new way of feeling. This is you feeling your best. And it's because, oh, sorry about that, it's a motorcycle. And that's because of, listen, I mean, again, I have justice down here. Justice in your favor. Justice making you feel whole again, right? So, you're manifesting new opportunities to yourself. You're manifesting chances really to be quite joyful in life. I want to look at the Four of Wands and the Eight of Swords. You know, to me, the Four of Wands is the perfect relationship. As perfect as perfect can be. You know what I mean? It can never be perfect. But it is the right person. You have the Eight of Swords next to that. So you're not seeing it. You're not feeling it. For some of you, it's like maybe you were feeling someone's energy and it, like, you can't feel it anymore. You know, I do feel like for some of you, we are dealing with twin flame energy, and it's like, I can't feel your energy anymore. Why are they trapped? Why can't they feel it? Well, I'll tell you why you can't feel it is, again, I'm looking at, I have the Eight of Swords. Why did I thought I had the Two of Swords. I went down to say the Two Swords and it's not there. But the Eight and the Two of Swords would be the Ten of Swords. So it's from, again, previous lessons. Previous lessons that may have scared the hell out of you. You know, and I'll be honest, for a few of you, it's like, well, this is what you're telling yourself. I'm not going to fall in love. I'm not going to fall in love until I'm completely healed. Or, I'm just never going to fall in love, period. I'm doing this life by myself. Be careful of that, because that's what you're manifesting, right? But however, I have a feeling the universe has a surprise for you. Oh, excuse me, card went flying. Wow, I had the Hangman, and it's showing up in reverse. You know, this is an awakening. This is needing what I need to know. Look at that. The Eight of Wands into that Eight of Cups. I mean, come on. I don't know. Those wands to me feel like they are your family members, like each one of them shooting their expectations for this new person. Whoever this love is for you. You know, they have a hand in the creating of this person, it feels like. So you must have gave them, it's like you gave them creative control. But, my God, you're getting an awakening. You know, for some of you, you're just getting an awakening about love. Understanding it, you know, knowing it is an emotion and, you know, how we react within it. You know, you're understanding so much more. I feel like this is like total understanding. Doesn't mean that I always behave out of my best self, right? When it comes to love, life can drive you crazy. But I have much more understanding. It's almost like I have the ability to read people. I can see if a fight coming, so I'm able to diffuse it. I don't know. And my question was, why are you in this Eight of Swords? And what it's showing me is you were waiting for information. You know, much like the Hangman. That's what he's doing when he's upside down. He's seeking wisdom. You know, this is free will. It's free will. So is the Eight of Swords. It's free will. No one's making you do it. You're doing it. You know, this is what you feel for whatever the reason you need to do at the time. Doesn't mean it's going to help you. Doesn't mean it's going to hurt you. But here, you clearly know. You're feeling. You know, you're feeling. If nothing else, you are feeling. It's like spiritual messages. So that you can enjoy the love that you want, right? I mean, look how many different ways it's coming. But man, it is showing us that no one is perfect. Everyone is hurting to some level, but we don't really need to be, right? All you need to do is know what's going on right around you in your present moment. And everything else kind of works its way out, or works its way out. That doesn't sound right. Anyway, beautiful. Because I just couldn't figure out why you would have yourself in this Eight of Swords when clearly, you know, this is all being illuminated to you. Clearly, you're receiving the messages. Whether you, I shouldn't say you're receiving them, they're coming to you. Clearly. And for many of you, I know you're receiving it because here's the awakening. And it's the awakening over love, over the way I am, just over love. And I don't know. I don't know how long this Prince of Pentacles has been standing there with that pentacle. Right? Does he then turn into the Knight, which is slow moving, right? Well, why is he slow moving? Not feeling your energy. Maybe your energy is his GPS is his way of finding you, is through your energy. And right now, you have it shut down, turned off, hidden. I mean, it's like behind so many walls, the best burglar in the world couldn't steal your thoughts. So this is someone turning off their radar, is what you're doing. You're turning off your radar. And that's okay. But then you have to understand why sometimes it doesn't come right away. Right? Remember back in the reading, in the beginning of the reading, I said something about love coming, but are you ready? Are you ready? Well, here it's showing me that you're not, or you weren't, right? But it is showing me, here's the awakening. It is coming through signs, symbols. It is coming through unexpected noises. It's coming from birds. It's coming from a lot of different unexpected things. And when you notice them, acknowledge them. And this will allow you to receive more and to truly open yourself up to guidance. Guidance. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why, Cancer. I feel scattered in your reading. I don't know if it's coming across that way. I never know if it's coming across that way. All right, we're going to do final clarification. I have a feeling you're going to have a 2-hour reading. But I am going to make this quick because I feel like the message got out. But I do want to check just to see if there's anything else. Anything else. So we had the full moon in Sagittarius last night. I have to tell you, my energy feels so much better. I don't know why. I don't know what it did to me. I don't know. All right, final clarification. Cancer. It's almost like we open up where we end where we begun. So I have the Fool over this 4 of Cups. This is telling you if you have discontentment in your life, if you're not happy in your life, even if you own an apology or, what have you, this is about you taking control over it, right? Because this is definitely someone who's not satisfied with where they're at. Sometimes that can be the problem, right? Because I need to be satisfied where I'm at and thankful for what I have and where I'm at. You know what I mean? Even if it's a tent. I'm going to be thankful for that before I can get anything else. But if I'm not thankful for what I already have, how can I expect more, bigger, better? The Fool was telling you there is no reason for you to be sitting on the sidelines. The Ace of Cups. There is that 8 of Wands, and look what that 8 of Wands is going into. The Queen of Pentacles. 6 of Wands. There's that victory again. And then we have the Tower. Yeah, the Tower is coming out extra on its own. And then you have the Fool was the first card here, I just feel like for some of you, This is what you've just gone through, especially with the Fool here. But it's like you're coming out fresh as a daisy. You're coming out. I don't want to say you're prepared. You may have called the tower in yourself, and here you are beginning again, right? It's almost like the tower coming in because of the Four of Cups. But I kind of feel like you called it in yourself. Well, let's find out. The King of Wands on that. Aries, Leo, Sag. And I have the Death card with that. Wow. I feel like this is, I know who this is for. And this is for one of our own who lost her husband not too long ago. And, well, I think it was her husband. Man, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The person she loved. And when I see when I see the Death card come out and I actually feel like someone passed, I want you to know something. This tells me that, if there is worry about them, I know this energy too, right? Especially this being, this could certainly be Leo, but this is understanding that they are fine. It's not even about that. It's about what they want for you. So they are more than fine. But you have the Fool and you have the Ace of Cups. And these are both brand new energy, right? You have the Four of Cups in between that. So there's discontentment within your own life. And listen, you could be feeling grief right now. And I am so sorry. But for some of you, that's what it is. You're going through, you're still going through the grieving process. I just feel like this is not about a lover coming in right this moment for you. This is saying that your loved one, please don't think that you won't love again. Unless you choose that. Because they would always, always want you to love again. You're not hurting their feelings. There are no feelings like that. You know what I mean? There is no. They're coming from unconditional love. So don't feel guilt. But this even doesn't have to do about new love coming in. It will come when you're ready. Okay? And that's that. And I mean that in a calming way. Like, don't even think about it. Don't think that it's something that you were supposed to stay away from. It will, it may never be the same, but that doesn't mean it won't be beautiful on its own. You got to remember that. And I also feel, Ten of Cups. I mean, some of you are connected to this Queen of Pentacles, because I can feel the energy. I can feel it. And I mean, I have the Ten of Cups again. And she was on your Ten of Cups path. It could be he also. Remember that, please. And, you know, whether this is past love or this is new love coming in, what it's showing me is it may not have reached you yet, right? Like that part of the agreement may not be right this moment, but because it looks like it's right around the corner. And some of you, it's already taken place. And by the way, make sure you leave your comments, if you would. You know, because a lot of people say, I'm never going to love again, I'm never going to love again, but you don't leave the comments about, I found love. Some do, but I found love and it's wonderful and I changed this and next thing I know, this came in. I feel like some people need to hear that we can go from our life can change in a heartbeat. Good, fantastic, and bad. And we got to remember that. Tick tock, tick tock. Live your life. You know, don't be so fearful. How could you possibly have your guardian angels and your beautiful family members come to me and give me these messages and then you be fearful, right? Because I want you to think about that. There's nothing really, because, you know, your soul is here for experience, yes. And we are meant to go through these crazy emotions. We have to figure them out. That's part of it, right? That's part of the discovery. But we don't have to take it on so heavily, right? We don't have to. But some of us choose to. And I'm going to leave it there. I don't know. I feel like I'm just talking now, but I don't know what I'm saying. All right, guys. I hope this reading comes across okay. Again, I feel a little scattered, but I normally feel like that if I have a lot of energy around me that has, like, you know, maybe a little anxious or down, or a lot going on, you know. But man, I hope you get your messages in here because I feel like this reading was kind of special. I really do. And I feel like there's certain people who needed to hear certain messages in here, and I pray you hear them. I pray you hear them. Okay, guys, I'm going to shut up now, and I'm going to get this uploaded. I love you. I'll see you real soon for the weekend update. Bye-bye.